Good morning here from the ranch. Today is Wednesday, August 28th, and what I'm doing this morning here is, first, it's 68 degrees, a high of 99 today. So what I'm doing today is I'm going through my tomato plants here, and I'm looking for all the suckers that are coming off. So you see one like this one, this big one going off here. This is way too thick. So this side I've already done, right? This side's looking pretty good. This side over here, this part right here is way too thick. It's time to do some thinning so that we can see what's going on and get some airflow through there, and then see what's going on if we have any any pest at all in here in our tomatoes. So it is August and we're waning now. Summer is going to be declining from here on out. The heat's still going to be warm, but the days are getting shorter, and each day that goes by it accelerates. So we are wanting to get these tomatoes to produce. We have some nice tomatoes. They didn't produce like they did last year. It's the same strand, I think. It said Big Beef, but I did get some seeds from the tomatoes last year, and I should have got my own starts. So really what a person needs to focus on is using, when you get a good strain, say you buy these plants. I bought these plants, right? Probably Tractor Supply or somewheres like that, Home Depot or something. Somewheres, I should have wrote it down. But when you do get these plants, if you have a robust plant and it's producing a lot of tomatoes, and big, fat, meaty tomatoes, not a lot of juice in them, a lot of meat, that's what you're after. That's what I'm after anyway. Some people may want them juicy. I like them about 75 meat and 25% juice. But you know, so what you can get out of this is, if you have a good strain, just like on the garlic and the onions, if you get a good strain, you want to keep planting that strain, because it's acclimated to your climate. And you can even take a strain that's not, and you can keep planting it over a period of about 3 years. That strain will become acclimated to your climate, and especially with the garlic. So that's the name of that tune, and that's what I'm doing today. Okay, so we did clean out yesterday we went through here and cleaned out all of the garden sweets, and that's what they called, both strains were called garden sweets, or straight. They weren't no straight eights in there. So I was surprised to see that they were two different kinds of cucumbers when both of them were called garden sweets. So that's another thing a person has to watch for. So we are going to be thinning these out over here. We want to thin these out. We're going to let these continue. These Armenian cucumbers continue to grow. We did clip off a lot of the leaves that were infested with aphids. We still probably have an aphid problem, but at least we don't have to keep fighting them. I mean, they're winning the battle, but at least they're winning the war. At least we're winning a few battles. And that's kind of how gardening is, for me anyways. Even though I've been growing for a lot of years, you can see that these aphids, see, you see the aphids on that flower. So we don't see a lot of bees. I don't see a lot of bees this morning. It might still be early. I do see some bees over on the tomatoes, but there's not many bees over here. So we don't have the blossoms we had before. Our pumpkins are doing well, but I don't see any pumpkins. What I did see over at the acorn squashes, we had about 3 or 4 acorn squash down on the ground there that are pretty big, about fist size maybe, and a little smaller, like that size of that tomato right there. So everything's looking okay. We're going in, we're preparing and going into a fall period where things are beginning to change, right? So we're going to start changing with it and try to make sure. So I contemplated on taking the shade cloth down, this one. But then when I start seeing my peppers, and what we're looking for is sun scald, and there's no sun scald on this one, but there's some kind of defect on it. So I'm not worried about that. We still have some red peppers here to pick, and these are chili peppers here. They're small chili peppers, and what we'll do with those is we got some out. The ones that I picked the other day, I put them out in the drying shed. So they're drying. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good. We got some pretty good size, I don't know what these are. There is a tag over there. Right off the top of my head anyways, so here we go. Lunchbox Reds, perfect, perfect. That means they're sweet peppers. Now this guy here's got some sun. He got him opened up. We pulled all those aphid infested cucumbers, and they weren't doing well anyway. They were beginning to die and not look good. So it's August, folks. So if you're having trouble, like see those tomatoes over there, probably take those out. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. But when they start getting diseased or infested with some kind of worms or something, now they don't have worms up on the top, but there is something wrong with them. They are sick. So it's probably some kind of a root worm or something like that that's getting them. You know what? It's August. It's end of August. We're going into September. It'll be September in a few days. I think Monday. Today's Wednesday. So Monday of next week is going to be the 1st of September. I think it's the 1st, or maybe it's the 2nd. Oh, I'd have to look at the calendar. I'm not sure. Anyway, so yep, September's coming. Getting prepared. We want to plant our new growth for our fall crops. Hopefully everything will go well. Even though we and believe me, when you plant these things, hello Mo, how you doing, my girl? When you plant these things, see, like right here, we have Brussels sprouts planted right along here. And so we're going to try Brussels sprouts one more time. But one thing about Brussels sprouts, the leaves, even the leaves, you can eat the leaves, and they're really good for your digestion. Really, really good for your digestion. So that's what I'm going to do here in my garden. And hopefully we'll see some pumpkins here pretty soon. Okay, well, thanks for watching for now. Bye-bye.